Okay, this is a presentation on P3 Unit 2 by Ellis Rothwell. So the first, I'm going to start off with the whistleblowing topic. British Petroleum, someone whistleblowed when the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico happened. There was someone who whistleblew and saying that there was poor inspectors. Okay. People were fired over this. There was a federal inspection on the whole matter. Everything they did had to be released to the public because that's freedom of information. The effects of this whistleblowing cost the CEO Tony Hayward his job, so he got fired for ignoring the fact that he actually knew about this, and other people did lose their jobs. And just the person who whistleblew, she lost her job, and as well as the inspectors that failed to have done this. They are monitoring employees' use of company emails and internet. This could stop employees from stealing information. So if you monitor their emails, you can see if they are sending out information. Keep track of internet searches, so they could be looking at illegal stuff on the internet through the company's servers. They could be searching stupid things that could be wasting company time. Computer misuse, no, that's not relevant here. Okay, the use of company information. Clients can be lost, so if information gets leaked, the clients could not feel safe, or they just would not have any confidence in the company anymore, so they'll leave and go to someone else. It's hard to tell before anything's happened if someone's stealing information. So yeah, employees aren't allowed to steal information by copying customers' data and from company servers. So if you work there, you're not allowed to copy the information of someone's private data that is stored with the company. So yeah, and if you get fired, you have to hand in all the work that you have. Your computer and your personal items will be searched to make sure there's no information of the company going out. Okay, searching employees' emails. Ethical when they just started their job. So if you've just hired someone, there's not a huge amount of trust already created. So you will monitor the emails for the first month, maybe, that they've been working to make sure they're not sending information out to other companies. And if they've just been fired, they will check if they've, throughout the person's work time that they've been there, there's any information that's been sent out, if they've been hoarding information, if they've been copying information and just saving it as drafts in their email accounts. Can steal information, perform illegal activities. Companies could be blamed for these activities. So what that means is if a client comes back and says and reports that their personal information has been leaked and they've been harassed for this, the actual company itself could be sued, as well as the CEOs. They can also be sued for possibly knowing about this, and then they themselves will be implemented in the actual lawsuit and could be charged with fines or even jail time, not just the person who actually leaked information. The Data Protection Act of 1998. The purpose of the Data Protection Act was to control the way information was handled and to give people certain rights and conceal their information about them from other people. So basically, if you were to entrust your personal information, which is like your birthday, if you're allergic to anything, your address, your number, those kind of things, that is your information. if a company was to release that information, they will get sued. If companies could be, the companies have been taken down because people has hacked their servers and data has gone out, so they're no longer trusted. If this information has been breached, jail time could be charged, or heavy fines like £500,000 per offence. Freedom of Information Act 2000. This act gives you the right to see information from the government. This keeps the people in the loop with the government. So basically, let's say the government in your country is planning to use taxpayers' money to build a new building for some kind of for some reason that they supposedly need it for. They will have to tell the people that they're going to be using $300,000 of tax money to build this, and then that means that the people could start partitions of that to say, no, we do not want this to be built, so the government and the people can stay together and not cause divisions, because the government cannot survive without the people. If this is breached, the government can get in trouble for not releasing information. A breakdown in the government could occur. So, with the building of a new department, it can cause people being overthrown. New parties might be created to take power. All sorts of things. People could start refusing to pay taxes just to fight against this one thing. A whole lot of things could happen. Computer Misuse Act of 1990. That makes an offence to access any computer in which you do not have the authority to use. Computer crime was hard to persecute because it was not made a crime until 1990. People do not see it as a crime then. So this basically means you're not allowed to hack someone else's computer, you're not allowed to hack servers or anything like that. If you were put in charge to repair a computer or check the systems on it, you cannot deviate from that, so you cannot look through their personal files. If you do so, you could be charged and sued, even if fines could happen. So if you breach the Computer Misuse Act, you can face jail time from 12 months to 2 years, or even 10 years. Large fines could be charged in connection with the size of the offence. So if it was a small offence, it could just be $10,000. If it was a large offence, it could be millions, possibly. Copyright legislation. This is the law that has been placed to protect original work, not allowing other people to copy your work and claim it as theirs. So this means that if you were to publish a song, no one else can sing that song without your permission. If someone does, they will have to pay you royalties to allow you to use that. This basically just protects the creative work of someone. If this is breached, if you have breached the Copyright Act, you will have to pay fines to the worker's owner. You will be asked to remove the copy from the internet and anywhere else. So if that song that you sang someone else's was put onto YouTube and you made some money, or even if you didn't make money, you have to be asked to remove it. You'll be asked to pay a fine to the owner of the work, and even if it's a huge deal, there could be some jail time possibly in the mix of this, other than the fines. The effects of viruses on companies. they could destroy the credibility, or the company's website could be stopped working, so then people won't be able to know what's going on, or anything like that. So it could have a huge effect on the company's work and their credibility and their client lists. So this is based on St. John's College. To making it secure, you will have to make sure that no one without authorization can take information. So that means they're not allowed to enter the server rooms without having the authority to. You'll want to make backups so in case there was a crash on the servers or somehow some information got lost, there will be backups to recover the information that has been lost. Alarms, so if someone breaks into the server rooms, alarms will go off, and then police or armed guards near the area will come and arrest that person. Emergency power sources, so just to make sure the information is secure, there'll be if there's a power cut, the emergency power source will go on to save data. Health and safety, so the procedures that must be followed, they are set in place to prevent employees from getting hurt. You cannot eat or drink in server rooms, as an example. The warning signs will be put out on glass doors to make sure someone doesn't walk into them, or signs that saying this is high voltage, do not touch, and all sorts of things just to protect the employees and to protect the company from any lawsuits from employees doing something wrong that they were not meant to do, but they were warned about. Organizational policies. If someone is fired, they are not allowed to go back to the office alone. Their workplace will be searched. They will be searched on exit to make sure that they did not take anything. Rules are set in, other rules are set in place. So if you're fired, all your stuff will be searched. You will be searched to make sure that you cannot steal information and take it away with you. Okay? This is just all to protect the company that was working for, and in this case, protecting the students' identities and the credibility of the school. Costs, updating servers, either software or hardware, will cost money. Training staff on how to maintain the servers or working on computers. New versions or a better operating system could be purchased. So there's never a stop in the creation of new technology. So you always have to keep up to date, which is the best way, most efficient way to keep this running, which is the cheapest way to keep things running, but as well, which is the most efficient compared to prices that the school can afford. Training staff, obviously, just so the servers do run smoothly and won't have to be replaced because of one stupid mistake that someone has made. They do not have the proper training. Continuous planning. If the servers go down, there will be backups. If there's a power cut, there will be emergency power sources. This is mostly applicable to Zimbabwe because there's quite common power cut. This is just to make sure everything runs smoothly. There's no issues that no big issues that will come from this. These are the things that the information has come from. Thank you.